Welcome back to the Manor, Entropians. Julian McBain here, and today I want to talk about. I'm going to talk about something I've been neglecting, and there's a few basic Entropia Universe videos that most YouTubers put out to put our perspective on things, and I've been doing this a year now and I haven't done it, so I'm going to fill this gap in my little resume, and I need to talk about whether or not Entropia Universe is a scam. And so the simple answer to that question is no. Categorically no, in fact. But it's really easy for people to assume it's one because of the way that it's laid out. So, okay, let's talk about how MindArc's advertising doesn't help them at all. If you look at most Entropia Universe ads, all it really purports is the fact that you have a real cash economy. Okay, fine, fair enough. That is absolutely true, and it's one of maybe 3 games that have a real cash economy. And it works off microtransactions, and I know I'm preaching to the choir because 99% of the people who are watching this video are people who play Entropia Universe. But it needs to be said. You know, the whole game operates off microtransactions. You buy things from the trade terminal, you can deposit real money, you can withdraw real money, if you have enough money in there. You buy things, you sell things, and so on and so forth, rinse, repeat, right? But here's the thing. In order for something to be a scam, it has to purport to be something it's not. You have to be committing some sort of fraud. And I'm not an attorney, but this is basically how it works. MindArc does not tell you something that's untrue. They say that you can play a game that uses real money. They don't guarantee you're going to make money off it. They say you can play a game that involves real money. And I think that's the place where most people get tripped up. They think, oh, if this game involves real money, I can make a fortune off of it. Theoretically possible, but unlikely. Man, you log out for 2 days and they push the herds all the way back. So, again, theoretically possible, but unlikely. And here's why. 1, the loot program. The loot program is designed to provide you an equivalent amount of reward for money put into killing a mob, or thereabouts. Calypso takes some sort of attack. Most, if not all planets, except Monteria, in fact, takes some sort of attacks out. Oh wait, those are Longtooth. Those are the Longtooth I need. I did not know they were going to be in the water. Spin the sucker around. So Calypso takes attacks. There's some... How much they take is up for debate. I tend to side with Lore Spade in that it's likely... Oh wow, I really cut that one to the wire, didn't I? Likely in the range of 10%. Probably closer to 8, but I think 10 is a good marker for it. And then if you go to an OLA, it's going to be lower, which is why that's the incentive to go hunt at OLAs, right? Oh, bugger. Did I just screw up my... Okay, good. Sorry, last time I used my hotkeys to pull up my command console, my OBS died. Did that work? No, it did not. Come on. Can't do much if I can't switch the sword out. Son of a bitch. Oh, that's why. Edit. Look like a moron now. But what else is new? Okay, so Calypso has attacks. And those taxes do things like keep the servers running. Now, according to MindArc, the only place you truly take money out of the game is when you dump things into the repair terminal. When you repair things in the game, that's what they use to pay their developers, that's what they use to keep the servers on, that's what they use to keep the lights on. And without these things, we wouldn't even have a game to play. So at least Mindark's honest. I do think that there's a loot tax, but it might not be a tax, it might be the way that skills are cost adjusted. Which, judging by the way returns happen in the game, that would be a logical guess. Because as your skills go up, each skill becomes exponentially or geometrically more expensive. It becomes geometrically harder to get to the next level of skill. And so you have to put more pet into it, which means that you're going to see diminishing returns, or it's going to appear to be diminishing returns, even though the percentage is probably about the same. And so that would be a good reason for it to operate that way. And in turn, you're spending more money on things like amps, you're spending more money on things like weapon enhancers, things like that, things that you would repair. Well, you don't repair enhancers, but things you would repair, which in turn gives Mindark more money to pay their employees. So I think that's probably a logical conclusion on that. It's really weird fighting in the water. And other plans have different expenses, but the same basic principle applies. Okay? And I do believe that there is a generalized tax, but I can't really put my finger on it. So I'm not going to say with certainty there is. It just appears that way. Okay, so what happens to all the money? Well, some of the money goes into your skills, right? Skills cost money because you can then chip out the skills and you can sell the skills for ridiculous markup. And I truly mean that, ridiculous markup. Like one pet in Evade goes for like 500 pet or some ridiculous thing. I'm not at the auction house, and now I'm not going to go look it up. But when I go to do other videos that I've left off my resume, I will definitely spend the time to do that. So okay, you got the skills, and then you get the loot. And the loot you can TT or you can sell it to other players for markup. And realistically, that's what you should be doing, is whenever possible, sell the loot to other players for markup. And that's why we have this wonderful market tab. Pop open, any item in my inventory that's tradable, and you'll see the markup. What the hell happened to the markup here? These guns are selling. Maybe it's just because I don't have... No, that's weird. Oh, tier 1. Oh, it's based on tier, okay. There, tier 0. Didn't know that. Oh, that's a new feature. That's a new feature. That's cool. Okay, so you can sell for markup, and that's really where the whole making money thing comes in. I'll do a separate video on making money in the game and the best ways to make money, at least in my observation. But that's why it's not a scam. One, the loot program is locked. It is a mathematical formula with no or extremely little variance. It is small enough to where the government of Sweden said, you are not a casino. And Sweden had every reason to declare them a casino because at the very least they could have taxed the living bejesus out of them. And I'm here to tell you, Sweden has never met a tax it didn't like. So Sweden was willing to declare them, you are not a casino. And they keep track of this stuff. That's why Mindark got in trouble for the loot boxes, which is stupid because you always get the same amount of pet out of it that you put into it. But, okay, fine, whatever. Sweden's not the United States, and that's a different country. I'm not going to criticize their culture where I don't understand the specific reasons behind it. I disagree with what they did, but I don't know their reasons, so, okay, fine. But when you go into this, you know you're going into a real cash economy. Mindark does not guarantee you'll make money. The possibility exists, but they do not guarantee you'll make money. And anyone with a little bit of intelligence will know you're likely not going to make money. So, walking in thinking you're going to make a fortune off a video game is a really dumb way to walk into a video game. Now, that being said, there are stories, and these stories are true, of people who have made a shitload of money off this game. And the fact that they've done it means they're outliers, but it does give the possibility. Now, just because the possibility is there and it puts the fire under your ass to do something doesn't make the game a scam. And for the critics of this game, I would challenge you to look at the way what you're criticizing and think of it this way. Mindark is not dishonest about their game. You are playing in a real cash economy. If you are efficient, if you are savvy, if you work your resources intelligently, you can make money. If you don't, you will lose money. That's not, you might lose money, you will lose money. For instance, never, ever, ever fight using a Killian blade. Ever. No, bad. 14% efficiency, you will lose money on that. I learned that from personal experience. So no, Entropia Universe is not a scam. Does Mindarch's advertising come off as a bit disingenuous? Oh yeah. And they deserve criticism for that. They need to focus on other aspects of the game other than the fact that it's a real cash economy. They absolutely do. But fact of the matter is, that's their big selling point. That's their unique selling point. And although there are a couple other games out there that also utilize a real cash economy, Second Life uses a real cash economy. That new one that uses crypto, whose name is slipping my mind right now. Let me see if I can't look that up while I'm killing this long tooth. Crypto video game. I can't find it. Serial Overdrive has done a couple of exposés on this game, but it starts with a D, and it's. How the hell if I can remember? No, I got nothing. And the sad part is, as soon as the video's over, I'll remember. It's not Distribuland or it starts with a D and it ends with land, because they sell land, and they sell it for a type of crypto that works, or a digital currency that works off Ethereum and then on the Ethereum blockchain. So sorry about the gap. I can't find it, but there are other real cash economies. They are few and far in between, and by far, I believe that Entropia Universe is the most well developed. And it's still growing, which is critical. Now, that being said, one of the things that Mindarch did do, which was both brilliant and kind of angering, they pretty much left it up to the players to advertise for them, because it's advantageous to us players that we have more players. More players, the bigger the economy. The bigger the economy, the better the market runs. The better the market runs, the more money that's flowing through the game, the more opportunity there are to build businesses in the game. And I'm going to do a whole video on building businesses in the game. Tonight's video is going to be a short one. I don't have as much time as I would like to actually do this video, but I knew that it was going to be a short topic anyway. So just for all the naysayers, it's not a scam. You just have to pay attention to what you're doing. Pay attention to what's going on. You're going to figure out, no, it's not a scam. Yes, it's hard. But it's because, I think it's because it mimics real life so well. And it attributes for certain expenses of life in a different way. Like, you don't have to have a place to live in Entropia Universe. You can just log out anywhere. So, of course, you don't have rent to pay. Although you can buy an apartment. And you don't have to eat in the game. And so it makes up for that expense with the generalized tax and what you put in for skills and everything else. So, sorry for the shorter video. That topic needed to be broached, and it's not a topic that takes a full half hour. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe down below. Guys, more than 100 subscribers. I really appreciate all the support. We are on the road to 13 million. So, if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it, guys. You all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.